Whoa. This is Perlin Noise that Simon is translating into processing from JavaScript, from Daniel Schiffman's tutorial in JavaScript.
Just this kind of more correct. No.
Weak.
No. Put that back. What? Whoop.
Those are like waves.
Oh, I'm getting.
You could play with this to your own. I could also, one thing that I could really think about is, well, do I want the full, maybe I want the vectors actually to have more variety to them. It's generally always pointing to the left, because remember I'm picking random values between 0 and pi, and they cluster around the middle. So I'm not picking random. So like I could say times 2 pi times 4.
Let's make more stuff happen. Let's do times 4. They're forming inside this bar more slowly. Like now they're splitting up again.
And now I'm going to get a lot more sort of like noisiness, but there's a lot of different ways, and it's all moving like kind of too fast. And I should create some sliders, and I can kind of like really control this stuff a little bit.
Let's just set magnitude to 1 and have a little lower maximum speed.
Oh, this is nice. You said you also put a comment on Daniel's video.
Yeah.
What did you write?
You should also check if particles are off the flow field.
Because you noticed that some of the particles were off the flow field?
Yeah. And I got an error index out of bounds exception.
More strongly, so you can see this is more what I was trying to get. So I have a sort of stronger flow.
But you don't have
a
that.
lot more variety in terms of
they're like
where the
flying
particles are.
around.
I could add some separation so that they don't get on.
I don't have that kind of by accident. If I draw the vectors.
Those are the vectors of the flow field. Hey, this is what you were drawing on the whiteboard for me, in those red arrows, right? I'd like to have such pattern on my t-shirt.
On top of each other as much, but you get the idea here. Now, what's this? I basically have all the way done. I now have this flow field where I can drop particles in it, and I could sort of push the performance here and say like, well, what if I try to drop 500 particles in? You could.
Now, also to make a little. Whoops. Got a little more of these kind of bar-y things.
You can hardly see the particles anymore.
You can see it's running a little bit slower, but I've got more stuff happening. But what if instead of drawing the particles as dots, what if I drew them, what if I allowed them to blend their alpha, to be sort of like alpha blended across the screen for a while? So let me, to kind of create that visualization. So really now, one thing, if I were you, I would stop this video and just go to this show function and play. Make rainbow colors, add alpha values, but let me do a couple things.
Are you gonna do that?
Effect. So one thing, I'm going to turn the stroke weight back to 1, and I'm going to give it quite a bit of alpha.
And see that's a face.
Yeah, it's detecting Daniel's face by mobile.
So let's see what we get.
It's pretty
here.
smart,
Is it like
isn't it?
OpenCV or something?
What I'm getting here. I'm getting this kind of nice alpha blendy pattern. Now,
Oh,
if
but
I were to
that's
zoom
what
into
you
this,
already made
you can
once,
see
remember?
There's actually like the particles move faster than 1 pixel per frame, so they're actually.
I'm gonna what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a little break. I'm feeling tired.
Okay.